Gonna work out with my brother today. He feels like he's having some issues with his deadlift, so I'm gonna check it out. For those of you guys who feel like you're struggling with your deadlift as well, feel free to apply these tips and suggestions to your technique as well. So we're gonna look at a couple of his reps. I'm gonna see how they look, and we'll move on from there. Let's get it. One more. It's actually not bad at all. All right, so a couple of things I noticed that you were doing. One was that you were locking your knees out before you locked your hips out. So if you look from the side view, it looks like this. What you're currently doing, you're locking your knees,
right,
and then you haven't fully locked out at the hips yet. You want to time it so that you're locking them both out at the exact same time, yeah. Another thing I noticed, this is totally a matter of preference, but for me, I would go just slightly wider.
okay.
Simply because the narrower you are, the more distance you have to travel before you can actually lock it out. So for me, I prefer going
Now you're talking about my feet?
Yeah, sorry, your stance. You're a bit narrow, so the wider I go, the less distance I need to travel, as opposed to here, which I have a lot more, ground to cover.
So do you go further than shoulder width apart? Or?
I go right about shoulder width. Last time you were right around hip width, so you were right below your hips. And then actually put your hands so that they're right outside. Yeah, so you want your knees basically touching the inside of your forearms.
Okay.
Good, yeah. There you go. How'd that feel? Good. That looked good, man.
Yeah, I'm not used to going further out. I think that's why it felt weird at first because I was in here.
Yeah.
But once I put my wrist out, it felt a lot better.
Now, as far as I know, the last time you corrected me on my head,
Yeah.
because I was looking too far out the entire way.
Yeah.
Is that still a problem?
No, you were looking good. What he's talking about there, guys, so try it incorrectly. I know this
I used to do it.
Yeah, which a lot of people tend to do still. What he used to do before, I helped him the first time.
Try one like that?
Yeah, try just giving one kind of fucked up. Yeah, so if you guys notice, his head was out of position throughout the entire range of motion. Pause at the bottom. If you look, I'm just gonna use a PVC pipe. I know a lot of people, when they first teach a deadlift, they use this. It's a very cool tool. If you notice, sorry, didn't mean to whack you there, dude. His lower back is touching, and his head is touching, but his shoulder blades are not. So what we want to do is focus on having the back of his head, shoulder blades pinching right in here, and focusing on having his lower dosis, so his lower back arch. Kind of exaggerate that lower back a little bit more. Yeah, so you want this touching, and then the hips touching. You want this space right in the lower back. So kind of stick your butt out a little bit more. Yeah, you're having a little bit of mobility issues in that lumbar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have like that thoracic.
Because I feel like the more I stick my butt out, my leg.
Here, let's start from the top. Pick it up, and we'll start from the top.
Pick it up so you want me to do a rep?
Yeah, so deadlift and pause at the top. It's easier to start from the top and work your way down, actually. Cool, so pause it there. Boom, head's touching, shoulder blades touching. And if you guys notice, I could fit my hand between his lower back and the PVC pipe, which is perfect. That's called lower doses. You want that lower back arch in there. So maintaining all 3 points of contact, your head, shoulder blade squeezing the bar, and the lumbar, lower doses in there. Maintaining all of that throughout the entire range of motion. You're just gonna bend his knee slightly, tip at the waist, until the bar clears his knees, and then he's gonna sit. Your head kind of came up a little bit on that one. So what it's gonna look like, hold on to that real quick. When you're doing this, shoulder blades squeezed together, head, chin tucked, lower back arch. You're just gonna bend your knees slightly and then tip at the waist until the bar clears your knees, Right at that point, that's when you just sit your butt straight down, right in here. And the exact same movement on the way up. Right in here, once the bar clears your knees, you're extending at the knees, the hips, and then once again, guys, starting from the top down, shoulder blades together, head straight, bending at the knees, tipping at the waist so the bar clears your knees, and then you're just gonna sit your butt straight down. Notice how my head is now looking up. Let's try it again, Zari. Maintaining all 3 points, so your head, shoulder blades, and butt touching. We're just gonna do a check. Back of your head, shoulder blades, and that lower back. Perfect. So, yep, bend the knees. Slowly pause right there. Notice how your lower back, your shoulder blades aren't touching.
Right, exactly.
Tuck your chin a bit more. There you go. Bring it up. You do want that. Try it again. I know it's a lot of meticulous. It's not fun. But you want to strengthen all of those smaller muscles that keep you in that perfect posture in order to strengthen your deadlift. Cool. So do it slowly. Bend your knees, tipping at the waist. Now sit. Cool. Yep, just like that. All right, guys. Next time you're deadlifting, keep all these things in mind. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below or message me directly. So give it a try. Let's get it.